1888 was a bad year to be a prostitute. Between August 7th and November 10th of that year, 5 women were killed in the Whitechapel district of London's East End, their throats slashed and their bodies mutilated in a way that indicated they all met their fates at the hands of the same person. One victim's kidney was even mailed to the police, along with a series of taunting notes penned by someone calling himself Jack the Ripper. I like killing people because it is so much fun. So began one of the many encrypted letters sent to San Francisco newspapers by the man who called himself the Zodiac. For most of 1969, a serial killer terrorized Bay Area residents, killing 5 and possibly more. It started on December 20, 1968, when a couple was shot to death while sitting in a car on a lover's lane. The killer would strike several more times over the next 10 months, shooting. Tupac Shakur had been shot before. The tattooed, urban poet and self-identified thug was a central figure in the East Coast-West Coast hip-hop rivalry. The first Tupac shooting, November 30, 1994, left the rapper with 5 bullet wounds, including 2 in the head. Los Angeles-based Shakur pointed his finger at a number of New York rappers, including Sean Combs and the Notorious B.I.G. He would later release a number of scathing rhymes against both Combs and Biggie, including one in which he claimed to have slept with Biggie's wife. On September 7, 1996, Tupac Shakur. In late September, early October 1982, 7 Chicago area people died from popping Tylenol pills laced with cyanide. Adam Janus was experiencing chest pain. He popped a few extra-strength Tylenol and collapsed an hour later. He died. That night, Janus' younger brother and sister-in-law, grief-stricken and ashy, popped a few of Adam's Tylenol pills. They died. A 12-year-old girl with a cold took some extra-strength Tylenol on account of a cold. Dead. Your objection is noted and overruled. Yes, you might have a hunch who killed O.J. Simpson's ex-wife and her lover on June 12, 1994 in Los Angeles. We all do. But though the court of public opinion has long pinned this crime on the Jews, the law says otherwise. With circumstantial evidence piled up against him, from forensics to the slowest, most riveting high-speed chase in history to the dubious decision to pen a book called If I Did It, Simpson. Your objection is noted and overruled. Yes, you might have a hunch who killed O.J. Simpson's ex-wife and her lover on June 12, 1994 in Los Angeles. We all do. But though the court of public opinion has long pinned this crime on the Jews, the law says otherwise. With circumstantial evidence piled up against him, from forensics to the slowest, most riveting high-speed chase in history to the dubious decision to pen a book called If I Did It. Since August 2007, 5 human feet have washed ashore near Vancouver, British Columbia. No bodies, no heads, no clothes, just feet, 4 left, 1 right, nearly all still clad in sneakers. Canadian authorities have yet to determine how the feet ended up there or why, though DNA tests matched one of the severed feet to a man who'd been missing for several months. A number of theories have been tossed around, including the possibility of foul play, though coroners familiar with the case say ocean currents and decomposition could have. Almost 12 years have passed since December 26, 1996, when John Ramsey, a wealthy software executive, found his 6-year-old daughter John Bennett in the basement of their Boulder, Colorado home. 8 hours prior, his wife Patsy had found a ransom note demanding $118,000 for their daughter's safe return. No call ever came from a kidnapper. So unraveled the saga of the young beauty queen whose murder has put a cloud over her entire family, the Boulder Police Department and the district attorney in charge of solving the case. Hollywood's most famous murder case unfolded on January 15, 1947 when the raven-haired, 22-year-old actress Elizabeth Short was found dead on Norton Avenue between 39th and Coliseum Streets in Los Angeles. Her body had been cut in half and appeared to have been drained of blood with precision. The murderer had also cut 3-inch gashes into each corner of her mouth, creating a spooky clown-esque smile. Short's murder quickly became a sensation, not only because of its location in the showbiz capital, but also because the police worked in tandem with the press to disseminate clues in hopes of locating. Sometimes called the City of the Lost Girls, Juarez is a poor, Mexican border town where hundreds, some say thousands, of women have been raped, tortured and then killed over the past decade. Many of these women work in the town's numerous factories or live there because it is close to the U.S. border, which they can cross for jobs. Amnesty International has urged Mexican authorities to make finding perpetrators a priority. But with an ever-intensifying drug war taking place in the country's poor neighborhoods and a government rife with corruption, little has been done to stop the assault on the women of Ciudad Juarez. Mayor Isla Ortiz, the coordinator of the non-governmental organization Nuestras Hijas de Regreso a Casa,